Hi everyone, today we're going to take a look at the best RAM for Ryzen Zen 3 in the market for this year. First, we're going to show you our top 10 best picks and we'll talk about what you should look for before buying a best RAM for Ryzen Zen 3. You can find links to all of the products we've mentioned in this video down in the description below. Let's get started. At the first position of our list, we have Crucial Ballistix MAX. Crucial is a major manufacturer of NAND chips and desktop RAM. The Crucial Ballistix MAX is the fastest RAM you can get for your Ryzen CPUs. There are many variants of the RAM available, from 16 to 32. The fastest variant has a frequency of 5100 ms, which is insane. You'd need a compatible motherboard and CPU to achieve that frequency, though. At such high speed, it offers the best performance. If you're doing any memory-intensive tasks, this is the perfect RAM for you. The RAM kit is also perfect for enthusiasts who like to overclock and do some tuning. By default, it runs at CL19 latency, but there's room for tuning. The Crucial Ballistix MAX has a sleek matte black outer cover. It looks good enough to go well with most modern builds, but it is not RGB RAM. So if you want RGB, this RAM is not for you. A good thing about the RAM is that it is a relatively low profile at just 39.17, so it should be compatible with most CPU coolers. The biggest catch of the Crucial Ballistix MAX is it's costly. If you can afford the RAM, then sure, go for it. Moving on to the next at number 2 with Corsair Vengeance RGB Pro SL. Corsair makes some of the finest RGB components on the market. The Corsair Vengeance RGB Pro SL is the best RGB RAM for Ryzen builds. The Corsair Vengeance RGB Pro SL has an RGB bar at the top with 10 ARG LEDs. Here, the RGB is very bright with smooth and soothing transitions. They create a gorgeous and vivid glow. With the black color body, the RAM looks very sleek and stylish. To customize RGB, you can use the iCUE software. The modules have onboard memory to remember your pattern and RGB settings. As for the performance, the Corsair Vengeance RGB Pro SL does pretty well here. Various modules ranging from 16 to 32 are available. The frequency varies from 3200 to 3600 MHz at C16 to C18 latency. These are decent speeds for the Ryzen CPUs and will offer a significant performance increase over standard RAM. You'll get a smooth PC experience and faster loads on gaming. But it's not suitable for those who want to overclock or tune the performance. There are better RAM modules on this list for overclocking. The number 3 position is held by HyperX Predator RGB. HyperX has some solid RAM for the money. The HyperX Predator RGB offers a spectacular performance for the money. The RAM has frequencies ranging from 3000 up to 3600 MHz. Latencies range from CL16 to CL18. If you get the correct module for your PC, you're sure to get excellent performance from them. For the price, the modules offer superb performance. You can do RAM-intensive works pretty quickly with the HyperX Predator RGB. These possess decent overclocking support, too, if you're into it. To complement the performance, you get decent RGB lighting too. The aggressive heat spreader design complements the RGB lighting here. To control RGB, the Ingenuity software offers excellent customization options. At 42.2 mm height, the HyperX Predator RGB is pretty standard size, and you can use it with most CPU coolers of standard size. There is one caveat. Due to support issues, the RAM doesn't perform the same across all builds. The performance varies by a considerable margin across different motherboards. To sum up, if you want top performance, snappy PC experience, decent RGB, then the HyperX Predator RGB is the perfect option for you. If you don't need RGB, the Patriot Viper 4 Blackout has a better price with similar performance. Next at number 4 we have GSkill Trident Z Neo. GSkill is a top manufacturer of desktop RAM. The GSkill Trident Z Neo offers a premium design and fantastic aesthetics with comparable performance. The heat spreader has a dual-tone finish with silver and black color. Here, the top houses an RGB bar with black fins that surround it. It is one of the most premium designs I've ever seen. The RGB bar houses ARG LEDs which diffuse smoothly and shine brightly. The RGB on the memory module syncs well between them. The colors are pretty vivid and punchy. When it comes to performance, it is no slouch. 3600 MHz frequency at C18 latency offers decent performance for day-to-day use in gaming. You can expect fast game loads and lag-free gaming with these modules. Like any other memory on this list, you need a supported motherboard and CPU to run the GSkill Trident Z Neo at its peak speed. So make sure to turn on the correct XMP profile. Now let's talk about software support. You can use GSkill software to control the lighting and effects. Motherboard softwares from Asus, MSI, Gigabyte, and ASRock are supported too. For the premium design, the RAM is priced a bit high. So if you have the budget, the GSkill Trident Z Neo would be a great choice. Otherwise, there are other options like the Patriot Viper 4 Blackout. The number 5 position is held by Patriot Viper 4 Blackout. Patriot offers an excellent price-to-performance ratio with the Patriot Viper 4 Blackout. For the price, you get a lot here. You can choose from a variety of combinations, ranging from 8 to 64 modules. All are dual-channel, so that's nice. Frequencies range from 3000 to 4400 MHz depending on capacity, and latency is from 16 to 19. If you get the 4400 MHz variants, it will offer you incredible speed at a significantly lower cost. If your workload is more dependent on frequency, it will undoubtedly boost up the speed. But that variant has a latency of C19. On the other hand, the 3200 MHz C16 latency offers the best balance between frequency and latency. For most gamers, this is a perfect choice. The aesthetics of the Patriot Viper 4 Blackout is nothing special. It has a black heat spreader which has a stealthy look. Sadly, there's no RGB, but that's expected. You can't get everything at such a low price. You get a decent overclocking potential here if you buy the right combination. Also, the 42.6 mm height might cause trouble if you have a big CPU cooler. So make sure to check out the RAM clearance before buying. In a nutshell, the Patriot Viper 4 Blackout offers a solid value for the price and outstanding performance. If you don't care much about aesthetics, you should go for it. The number 6 position is dominated by TEAMGROUP TForce Vulcan Z. TEAMGROUP made a solid performing low-profile RAM with the TEAMGROUP TForce Vulcan Z. It has one of the best performance packed in a low-profile small size with a small price tag. You can purchase 32 or 64 dual-channel memory with 3200 to 3600 MHz frequencies. By default, with the correct XMP profile, the modules will run at C16. But if you can manually tweak the voltages and latencies, you can set them to run as low as C14. So, with correct tweaking, tighter timings are achievable. And the performance speaks for itself. It produces fast and reliable performance gains even under heavy loads. You can expect shorter loading times and a more snappy user experience with the TEAMGROUP TForce Vulcan Z. As for the aesthetics, there is nothing special to it. It has a gray color aluminum heat spreader and no RGB. If you want the most stylish RAM to buy, this is not for you. One thing I like about the RAM is its short height. The 32 mm height makes it the most low-profile RAM on the list. So you can expect it to fit into most if not all PC builds with all sorts of coolers. The support of the RAM is not the same across all motherboards. Some motherboards will give you better performance than others. So it'd be wise to check the QVL list of the motherboard before purchase. Overall, if you have a beefy cooler, the TEAMGROUP TForce Vulcan Z is a must-buy for its low-profile height and outstanding performance for the price. Moving on to the next at number 7 with TEAMGROUP TForce DarkSaw Alpha 32 Kit. If you need slightly more RAM for light video editing work, complex multitasking or some more demanding games, then this TForce DarkSaw 216 kit is an excellent choice. It uses slightly slower Cleancast ratings but maintains 3600 Hz frequency, which is the key metric to obtain the 1:1 infinity fabric ratio performance boost. It's well supported on QVL lists from MSI, Asus, and Gigabyte, but check the specific motherboard you're looking at to ensure compatibility. That said, it's almost certain to work at XMP profile speeds on any Zen 3 configuration, but QVL compatibility brings peace of mind. At 32 for $109, this kit is exceptional value and doesn't require you to make performance compromises. The number 8 position is held by GSkill Reptos V16. If you want to explore the limits of memory overclocking on Zen 3, then there's no substitute for the Samsung BDI RAM that makes up this kit, the RipJaws V16 DDR4 4000 CL16 kit from GSkill. It's very fast RAM with exceptionally tight timings at the speed, and whilst it's extremely unlikely to work optimally with the XMP profile applied, there's huge scope for manually tweaking timings and exploring optimizations. BDAC kits can range from $100 to $500 or more depending on binning, but it's certainly not worth getting a top-tier bin kit unless you're intent on challenging world lock records. If you want to find out for yourself exactly what makes Zen 3 run sweetest, this is the kit for you. Next, at number 9, we have GSkill Trident Z Neo Series 32. We've got a soft spot for a set of 4 RAM sticks with synchronized RGB here at Premium Builds, and the GSkill Trident Z Neo 32 DDR4 3600 Clean kit certainly scratches that itch. The core specifications are solid with 3600 mAh and cast latency of 18, so your CPU will operate with a near optimum 1800 mAh Infinity Fabric clock. GSkill offer a very useful reverse QVL list, so it's easy to ensure compatibility with your chosen motherboard. The RGB can be controlled via any of Gigabyte's RGB Fusion, Asus or Sync, MSI Mystic Light, or ASRock Polychrome software, so it integrates well with the rest of your RGB and doesn't require standalone software. The RGB elements are beautifully detailed, and this kit will lend some real visual flair to your build. Finally, the number 10 position is dominated by Corsair Vengeance LPX 64. If your primary concern is the quantity of RAM, be it for a video edit workstation or scientific computation, then the Corsair Vengeance LPX 2x32 kit is an excellent choice. Our productivity benchmarks showed little to no improvement using faster RAM. RAM access latency simply doesn't impact tasks like rendering in the same way as it does gaming. But this is still 3200 mAh RAM with cast latency of 16. As mentioned above, if it performs well enough for AMD to showcase their new top-tier GPUs, then it's good enough for almost any usage case. Corsair is a long-standing brand and their LPX line is ubiquitous, so obtaining matched RAM for future expansion won't be a problem. Corsair does also offer a 3600 mAh LPX kit, but supply is patchy, and with a cast latency of 18, the actual memory latency is identical to this kit. If you need to pack as much RAM as possible, then sacrificing a little speed for cost and capacity makes sense, which is why this kit is a great buy. That's all for today. We upload computer and accessories product review videos every single day. So, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon for the upcoming video notification.